So hi everybody, and let's start with a brand new version of Python, and to install PyInstaller and auto-to-py-exe, auto-py-to-exe, and to make just one file with an image into just one file. Let me see. The app would be this, and this one, just this with this simple image. We got this one in this, and or I also get this one with this little pop-up, and it's called app.py, and it has this image here. Okay, app, and this is just this, and now we wanted to use a virtual environment for this. So we're gonna do, first of all, let me see, py. So okay, we got Python 3.9. You can use also Python, and it's always the same. So exit. So now we wanted to create a virtual environment. So pip install virtual env. Okay, now we wanna virtual env. cd env. So now we're gonna do scripts / activate Okay, now we are in this virtual environment. Let's go back, let's see what's inside of here. We are at our app, so py-app.py. This is our file, and it works. So now we wanted to pip install PyInstaller into this environment. And pip freeze to see what we've installed. PyInstaller, PyWin, PyInstaller looks okay, PyInstaller 4.2. Now we're gonna to install in this environment, pip install auto-py-to-exe. Gevent, attention to this thing here, may cause some problems, some computers, hopefully not. And now it's storing, it's building wheel for Gevent. This could give some problem with this PEP 517. It's taking some times. You know, this got to be quite careful about these modules. Okay, so now we are here, and now we want to launch auto-py auto-py-to-exe. So now we want to include app. We want to make one file, window based, hide the console, and then on additional files press on this arrow, add files. Let's add this image. You see here is the commands PyInstaller dash dash no confirm dash dash one file dash dash window it dash dash add dash data, and this is the where you find the data, and this is the app. Let's convert it. Let's get into the open output folder. This is the app that has been made. And it doesn't work. But if you copy this and you put this into the same folder, it will work. Now something happened with this. I've also uninstalled it, but if you saw here, I think the problem is in something that is already file log dislib. Okay, let me try with this other solution then. But I think you should just try, because something can go wrong in your solution, because it worked to me the first time. Let me try what this. So let's try again. It worked, but we don't know if it's because there is this image here. Oh, finally worked. I wanna just be sure that it's not because there is this image here. Okay, still works. But the output folder now. This one is in the file, but I don't know if it's the right one because. Okay, now it puts. Okay. Well, let me close everything. Okay, so that. I'm sure that it's going into the right one. Okay, let me open the output folder. Is this? It's in my. Okay, now it finally worked. And this is the environment. I'm still in the environment here. So I guess that now I can tell you that you have to try, because depending on some issues here on the dependencies and stuff like that, you must take care of this thing here. There are two answers to solve this problem of the image into the zipped file. And let me just check one last time if I don't have my image in anywhere. Okay, this one. Okay, so this doesn't work because it hasn't got the image here anymore. Instead, if I go here, it works because it has the image into the exe file. So we finally succeed. As I was telling you, I got these two functions here that does the work, and one is this resource path. This is you can use this sometimes depending on your installation. You use resource path, this one, but sometimes I still don't know what is exactly the problem, but it works this way. You can use resource path 2. So if I'm using resource path 1, it won't work actually with my installation, but it worked before. Then maybe I installed some other modules, some things I made, and it didn't work anymore with the image included. Instead, with the other one, the other solution here, where we have what's the difference here? Here it uses os.path.join, and it joins the unborn.get may pass here from this variable, and os.path.abspath here instead is going to have this abspath, the base path here, and I think it is converted in the dir were in a relative path, and so this changes the path to your file so that it can find it, because it returns the base path, and there is this one with the relative path. That's so the base path, because of these may pass, because there is the explanation here. If you go in here, you see that it says a newer version of PyInstaller does not set the env variable anymore. So there was a solution before that do not work good anymore. Now the path gets set as sys.maypass. So this sys._maypass is the base path, and so you get this path by the absolute path here of where your program is, and then joins the absolute path with the relative path. And instead, this other solution, you see, gets the in development it will be home icon, and in production resource paths will give this other thing here. So it will change for you the path in production, and it will work. So I think these are both good solutions depending on what you have done. So all of the answer: use the code work directory in the case where the application is not PyInstaller. It prevents you from running your application from a directory other than the one your script is. A better solution. This one says it's a better solution. We could also try this. So let me save this as app2. Let me call this path, resource path 0. Resource path 0. Let me just check out if it could work for this too. Let me get back my image. And I want to get it just from here, as I deleted it, so I'm gonna get it to make sure it's a different image. I'm gonna make it a little smaller, and I'm gonna call it image22. Okay, so let me go back here and call auto-py-to-exe, and let's see if this solution works. So let me go in app2, this one, and I want to remember that app2 now is using this one, where it get attribute here with sys maypass os.path.dirname os.path absolute path of the file, and returns os.path.join base path relative path in this way differently, and it says that this is a better solution. So we want to try it. So this is resource path 0, and we pass our relative path. Let's see if this works. Okay, so we've added our this one. Let's add this. Let me do it again in case I change something. And let's add the image. There's this one, and open. So now this is the solution for this. Let me change it here. So it's just the same thing with PyInstaller, but we have changed this one. This is the way to pass the path to it. So let's try it. And I am always in the environment here. And see if this app2 works with this new resource path 0 function. Okay, let's open the output folder. Here we got, this is the old one, and it worked before, and it still works. It has a bigger image. This should have a smaller image. Let's see if this works now. No, it doesn't work. So at this point, let me just call this back absolute path 2. Let me use back this one. Let me save it. Let me go back in here and clear the output. Let me browse again and take again app2, add the same file and image2 and run it. Let's see if now with this other function it will work. So we open the output, and this one now it has that different resource path number 2. It doesn't work. Let me close it and let me run it again, because maybe maybe it's something having to do with the fact that app2 something remained into the image to convert by to. Okay, let me delete it. Let me also delete the distribution and this one. Let me cut this. I want to preserve it into here. It works. Oh, maybe, oh sorry, I forgot to make this, to call it image2, because I changed the name. So maybe this was the problem with this one. Okay, maybe it was just a problem I made calling it was a problem of the app. So let me do again app2 image2. Yeah, maybe it was just a problem of the, because I made a mistake calling it image instead. Okay, and you see this is a little smaller image. Let me now cut it and put it in here. So what I've used here, resource 0, so it works the same. And you see here there is app, the number one. Let me delete this image also here to be sure that it will not use this image but the one that is inside of this. So this one is this shows this image. You see a little bigger here, you see the whole hand here of Steve Jobs. If I run this, the other one, there it is. Now we got this and this. You see it's a little smaller, and both of them, if I click on them, it prints something. So I have to say both the method works, and yeah, now I think I will give this image the image for my video. And okay, and so I think that you can use both of this, resource path 0 or resource path 2, and sometimes maybe for your installation you could use resource path. I leave all of them in my blog so that you can check them, and also maybe on GitHub I wanna leave this example here. So see you next time.